Hi Shannon, how are you?
Hey, good morning from Los Angeles. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. First things first, yeah. How's things out there, yeah?
Things out here are pretty crazy, but we're all trying to stay safe, wear our gloves, masks, and wash our hands every 20 minutes. So yeah, it's going pretty well.
But do you, well, you were stuck. Were you stuck out there, or you're planning to come to India?
Well, I actually live here, so but yeah, I've been stuck in my house for about like 2 months now, so I'm really waiting to just get out there.
But what we have been reading out here, that things are also very bad out there. So it's just like I hope everyone around you are safe and sound.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we're taking a lot of care, and I know that I've heard a lot of information from New York. That's like the place where everything's happening, and it's so unfortunate. But we're trying to stay safe here. My neighbors and everybody. So yeah.
So Shannon, I read somewhere that it was, since childhood you wanted to become a singer. You used to listen to Kumar Sanu's singing, and also Christmas carols is where you started singing, and you felt like you should be a singer. Is that true?
hmm Yeah, totally. I mean, I always wanted to sing, and uh, hearing my dad's songs were like the first thing that I heard. And ever since I started singing, I kind of like um, it was kind of a hobby first, but then it grew into a lot of it grew into an interest, and I started learning it properly, and that's when I kind of realized that this is something that I wanted to take further. But before that, it was just a hobby and something that I liked doing, and also because I used to go to school, so it was like a lot.
And then you joined the Royal School of London, right?
Yes, I learned music from Royal Music of London.
Wow, that's great. So how did the first year thing? A long time was your first this thing collaboration?
Yeah, I had the great opportunity to collaborate with Pooh Bear, who is Justin Bieber's super songwriter and producer. And, it was just a dream come true because he's such a big producer and a songwriter. And yeah, it was just so amazing to work with him. And we created this beautiful song, A Long Time, which, a lot of people loved, and they had
Yeah,
their beautiful feedbacks. So yeah, it felt really amazing.
that got more than 40-50 million views.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I never imagined it, because it's really tough out here, especially if, uh, since people don't know me, they don't know my dad, especially where I
Hmm.
work,
Right.
so it's just really hard to kind of like open yourself and show everybody that you're an artist, you're somebody, and to have like people turn around and look at you as an artist. So yeah, there have been a lot of ups and downs and struggles and hurdles, but at the end of the day, when something really cool happens, like collaborating with the biggest producer, is just amazing.
Yeah.
So.
But did this success inspire you to come up with this, anti-bullying song which you did next, which is something very rare. Very few people do such thing. It takes courage to do such song. And when you came up with inspiration song for so many people, was the success gave you that courage to do that, or you always wanted to do that song? Give me your hand.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I said you did "Give Me Your Hand," the song, which was anti-bully had the anti-bully bullying statement. So it
hmm
takes courage to do such songs. So, did the success of your first song inspire you to do this one?
Yeah, for sure, and also because I went through a lot of bullying since school, and then when I came out here, and you know how like the trolls and haters are, and I just kind of wanted to. I had been bottling up these things for a really long time, and I wanted to kind of like just let it all out, and also spread the message and awareness that there are people, not just kids, but also young adults like myself and even older, who've still going through bullying and who are a victim, and we just tend to, ignore that. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to also spread across this message and also tell people what I have been through. So my sister and I, we wrote the song together, and it was beautifully produced by Cal
Yeah.
Townsend.
So again, it had Grammy Association, and so many big, people collaborated with that song. The music video also had big names. How was
Mm-hmm.
that entire feeling?
Oh, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was so beautiful to see, so many actors come on board and be a part of this beautiful message, and it was just, it felt like I wasn't alone because, every
Hmm.
single actor, from Ed Westwick to, um, to Chrissy Fit and David Arquette, they all had something in their past and they all were bullied in some certain stages. So to connect that and to, for them to kind of like talk to me and talk to the audience and everybody and say that you're not alone, we're all in
Yeah.
this together, and, you can fight this, you have a voice, and we're here to raise your voice together. So that absolutely meant a lot, and I had so much fun working with them.
Wow. And your Hollywood, Bollywood debut, you did it with Himesh Reshamya, who also owns a lot to it because he has his own collaboration with your dad in the 90s and the early 2000s. They did so many songs, and you did Happy Hardy and Heal. So how did that happen, the Bollywood debut?
So yeah, it was really strange, and it was all of a sudden. I went down to India to actually film for my music video, and yeah, I mean, Mr. Reshamya heard my songs and heard my voice, and he really liked it, and he wanted to have my voice be on one of his songs, which was again, so amazing. And I
Hmm.
love Bollywood. I've always been a fan of Bollywood, and I've always dreamt of, doing a playback singing and singing for, big actresses like Deepika Padukone. She's my favorite. And yeah, so I mean, this debut was just beautifully and amazing, and I do want to say that Mr. Himeshwar was like so humble, so sweet, and he's such a amazing producer and singer, and it was absolutely amazing to work with him.
You later worked with Shan and Sonu Nigam also. You collaborated with them also. How was it with Sonu Nigam?
Yeah, I collaborated with Mr. Nigam on one of my songs, and yeah, it was really great. I mean, we created this fusion, and his voice is just absolutely amazing, and it was just so creative because I feel like music has no language, no
True.
gender, no religion, and music is something that connects everybody together, and that's what I wanted to kind of like experiment and explore, and even with Mr. Sean, so yeah, it was just like his idea, his style mixed with my style and coming up with something totally amazing. And I feel like, nowadays it's like time for, diversion and to let your ethnicity and culture come out. So that's what I tried to do.
And your fans always wanted to see you collaborating with your dads, and that it's magical when you guys came together and that combination happened. You wrote lyrics also for that song. How was that experience, entire thing?
Um, that was absolutely nerve wracking, to be honest, because that was my very first collaboration, with an Indian artist, and that Indian artist happened to be my dad, the legendary
Yeah.
singer. So it was like a lot of pressure, and I was like, I don't know, like 15, 16. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was really hard because it's magical wasn't actually supposed to be my song. I think my dad was kind of like thinking to have a rapper on it, but for some reason, it kind of like came to me, and I really wanted this opportunity. So I told my dad that I promise you I'll sing like, really amazing. I'll write all my lyrics down and I'll sing my part. Just give me a little chance, just please. And I begged him, and fortunately he said yes. And we came up with "It's Magical," And I was really glad that all my fans and his fans really appreciated and liked my voice. So yeah, it was a really great start to collaborating with people, and especially collaborating with Indian artists.
Please, they've been messaging that we need all the songs ka one line at least. So if you can, please.
Yeah, sure. What song would you like me to sing?
Let's start with yours only first.
Okay, sure, yeah. So recently I released a single called "I Do,"
Yeah.
and yeah, and people have been loving a lot. So I like to start off with that.
Yes.
Said I don't care, but I see you everywhere. No, it's for the best, but I still miss you anyway. You made it look so easy. I swear I tried. Believe me, but I can't leave it behind, even though it's not making sense. 'Cause every single place that we went to, seeing them all change. No, we're not the same as we were then. But I still feel that I guess who's coming back around again. That's you. I can get you out of my head, but you bet you think I don't remember, but I do. I'm sorry for the way that I put it on you. Thank you.
Wow, that's superb. What voice, yeah. Superb voice. Seriously. You got
Thank
very,
you so
very
much.
melodious
Thank you.
voice.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Kumar Sanu sir said once that he heard you first time singing the Titanic song.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, My heart will go on. That's why he was very surprised that how can this girl sing such a tough song?
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I've always, like I said, I've always been listening to, legends like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, and I was like 8 trying to sing these, legendary songs and everything. And I've always been afraid of my dad, like singing in front of my dad because I wanted to make sure that I was like perfect in every single way. But yeah, he just heard me singing, and he found a lot of ability and strength, and he saw that I could actually sing. And he just, the one thing he did was like he kept pushing me, he kept supporting me, even now, and that's what matters. And yeah, so I'm very thankful that he appreciated my voice, and he found the talent in me. So yeah.
if one line of my heart will go on, please.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That's how I know you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. We'll stay forever this way. You are safe in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Thank you.
Wow. Wow, super. So we'll be watching you as an actor in Z5's Casino, right?
Well, not as an actor, but I actually sang 3 songs for Z5's new web series called The Casino, and
Yeah.
um, and yeah, it was just amazing, to sing songs for Bollywood now. And yeah, I'm really excited for this new journey that I've taken, and I'm really excited for all my Indian fans to hear my songs and hear me sing Hindi.
So, were you approached for any films also before, or this is your first one from
To
Bollywood?
sing or
Sing.
yeah, I mean, I've been, ever since I sang the Doogie song, I've gotten a lot of opportunities to sing as well. And I was actually planning to come to India But unfortunately, the pandemic hit LA, and all the flights got canceled.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, maybe like as soon as this all dies down, and even next year, I think I'm gonna have like a lot of cool projects from Bollywood and over here, and I'm just really excited. And I'm, again, always like thankful to God, to my fans out there who are always loving me and supporting me. So yeah, super excited.
If given a choice, whom would you like to lend your voice to? Which actress from Bollywood you want to sing?
I would extremely love to sing for Deepika Padukone. She
Wow.
is, yeah, she's my favorite actress. I love her so much, and I just want to like somehow, let her know that there's a girl. She's 18. She's from LA, and she would love to sing for her. So yeah, that would be like a total dream come true.
That will be something great to look out for. Also, you did a stage show with your father where you both of you collaborated with Dil Mera Churaya Kyun and Last Christmas. That combination was something magical. So, if one line of that, please.
All right. Um, so do you want me to sing my dad's or my part?
Anyone, whichever you want to. Yeah, let's have Kumar Sanu, sir, if you are comfortable.
Okay. All right. दिल मेरा चुराया क्यों जब ये दिल तोड़ना ही था तुमसे दिल लगाया क्यों हमसे मुंह मोड़ना ही था दिल मेरा चुराया क्यों. Thank you.
Wow. We have
I
got some
tried.
questions from your fans. The first one is like, will you act in Bollywood movie if given a choice?
Yes, for sure, totally. I recently, had a role in a feature film over here in Hollywood,
Yeah.
and yeah, acting has always been you know, a part of my life as well, along with singing. So I would absolutely love to act in Bollywood.
And there's this thing, something which happened. Neha Kakkar said that there's no money for singers in Bollywood. They get their money from concerts and other, shows and everything. What are your views on that?
Um, I mean, I'm not really like I don't really know much because I haven't really gotten to that stage yet because I just
Hmm.
graduated from high school last year, so I'm still um, trying to like focus a lot in music and creating music and stuff. But I do believe that as an independent artist, it's kind of hard to mount money um, and yeah, because there are certain things like labels and people that you have to kind of like divide your money or person and everything. But yeah, I mean, maybe in a few years I'd probably have like an actual proper answer for this question.
I understand. I understand. Badshah sang a song Genda Fool recently, and it was in news for some copyright issues as the credit were shared by original with someone else. As a singer, as a talented person, what are your views on that? That when people take away credits of other person's song and don't share it, what are your views on that?
Um, I mean, I'm sure Mr. Bacha had something going on, but personally, I would say that it's as an artist, it's really hard because when you work so hard for something and you create this all on your own, and then someone just comes off and takes it away from you and doesn't really give you the credit, it really hurts. And so I try my best to always give credit to everybody, including my sister and the producers and
Hmm.
everybody. So, in my opinion, I'd say to always give credit to people who are a part of your team.
There's a request to sing Pretty Eyes, one line.
All right. Don't look at me like that with your pretty eyes. I might fall in love with you, fall in love with you. Don't look at me like that with your pretty eyes. I might fall in love with you, fall in love with you.
Wow. There is one more again the question which is there again as a singer we'd like to have your opinion. Masakali song the 2.0 version came out with Siddharth Malhotra and A.R. Rahman was a bit upset that he said that listen to the original one rather than revised one or the remix one. So what are your views on the revised songs or the remix songs which happening? Again, Kumar Sanu sir's many songs have been remixed or revised. What are your views on the original and the revised songs?
Um, let's see. I'd probably say that doing a remix of a really cool song from I don't know from the 90s or 80s, it's really cool to see how people kind of like create their own style and version and you know and play it out for the newer generation so that they know, but also like keeping in mind that it is an original and it has a lot of sentimental and connections to it for the fans. So yeah, I mean, I'd just say to kind of like keep it simple, but also like have it really, really cool for the new generations to kind of like dance to or to at least know what the song is.
Sounds fine, but then what about the music directors who object over this?
Music directors over here or in well,
Yeah, I'm talking like Rahman sir objected. Rahman being a international figure, he objected over the song 2.0 version and he said, listen to my original one and not the new one. Do you
mm,
expect that from somebody who is like internationally famous Oscar award winner?
mm, I don't know actually. I mean, I'm sure, he had a very good reason to say that. And again, you can never recreate something that has been created already. Like Jab Koi Baat Bigar Jaye by
Yeah,
my dad. A lot of people have recreated that and have
right.
put a lot of remix to it. But at the end of the day, it is the original song that you go and listen to. And yeah, so it honestly just matters to the listener and what they kind of like. So yeah.
It's cosmic because next from the request was for that song only. Somebody heard you singing Jab Koi Baat Bigar Jaye in one of your Insta lives, and they were requested that she sings fantastic Jab Koi Baat Bigar Jaye. So please, if you can.
Yeah, sure.
Is that your favorite song of Kumar Sanu sir?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
All right. जब कोई बात बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हम नवा, न कोई है न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हम नवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा, ओ हम नवा. Thank
Wow,
you.
thank you. I also read somewhere that at this age you are also connected to Princess Kids Cancer Association. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Something, please, if you can share about this noble cause. It's such a nice cause which you are associated with.
Yes, sure. I mean, it's always been something for me to give back to the society and to give back to the animals in the world. And I've always been associated with like charities such as anti-bullying and animal equality, and so
Hmm.
um, and so this one was really connected to me in particular because it's for cancer patients, especially young children and girls. And so yeah, I donated my hair to them, and it just felt absolutely wonderful to do something good for people. and that's what I try to do, to always, be positive and to give to people who are in need and to just help them. So, yeah.
You are a great soul, and please always be like that only.
Thank
Lastly,
you so
I
much.
was saving. They say save something for the save the best for the last, and people have been requesting for a long time. Please, one last.
Sure. How long is a long time? Don't tell me forever. Don't let the color fade away from the light. How long is a long time? Feels like I've been waiting all my life. Whoa. Feels like I've been waiting all my life. Whoa. How long is a long time? How long is it? Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon, and please stay safe. Please be what you are. Would love to meet you when you are back in India, and you are a great person. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And same
Thank you.
here. I'm
Thank
super
you.
excited to come down to India and meet you in
Sure.
person and meet all my fans.
Definitely. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you too.
Bye.
Bye bye.